Welcome to Pet City Improv. Yay.
Sponsored by randomthingstodo.com.
Yeah, or I guess, sort of. Unofficially. Anyways, well, it's also official. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, this is a light night tonight featuring the wonderful Robbie Schrader and then me at the end. But first, coming up as the penultimate comic of the night, the wonderful, the amazing Robbie Schrader.
Thanks.
You got a thigh slap of approval.
All right. What happens at banana camp? I already had this one, and I'm gonna
You can
veto this
you can
prompt.
you can skip over it if you've already done it.
What doesn't go in your nose? Wow. This COVID test swabs. I don't know. Probably food. I did put a pea in my nose, like a little green pea when I was a kid. Both putting a green pea in my nose, and one time I swallowed a chewable vitamin C tablet. Big mistakes. The pee was way before that. And that's when my mom was like, get that pee out of your nose. And I kept sniffing. And then we went to see my doctor to get the long tweezers because my mom only had so long of tweezers. Vegetables. That doesn't go in your nose. Next slide. Baby nose collector. Wow, this is like a great segue. Shout out to random improv comedy prompts on random things to do. Wow, random things to do. Stodo. Anyways, well, this is a sick person if they're collecting baby noses. Super baby. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know how this could be funny. It's not funny. I mean,
What?
unless the baby's not very like conscious, or not conscious, but sentient, woke. The baby's not woke. I don't. But like, there's a lot of this is more like toddler noses, but maybe this is like a baby nose when it's less of a nose. I don't know. I could just see a closet of hands with little bits of thumb sticking. A treasure chest. Okay, I'm going next slide. Too much cereal. This is what you get when you pour the cereal box with the open bag of cereal into a bowl, and then you tilt it too much. The slope of the cereal box in your hand, it goes too much. And then you get too much cereal, obviously. Either that, or you're like a prepper, like somebody who buys too much cereal. And then you got too much, and then maybe it goes stale. Or maybe you're into stale cereal. And then there's always that question, what do you like, crunchy or soft cereal? Cereal. Do you like crunchy or soft cereal? There's no in between. There's two answers. It's those people, the black or white answers, the yes or no. Next slide. What doesn't go on a bagel? I think I've had this slide. I forget my answer, though. What candy hearts should actually say on them? Huh. Well, maybe there could be like an articulated box of like different moods. So there could be some insulting ones, and then to contrast, you get these uplifting positive ones. So I just did a social experiment with my friend, and my positive affirmation is, and it's too long for a candy heart, I think, but we love you and you're wonderful. And then I also put in there like, you're the best. But that on a candy heart, I don't know if it translates. Maybe just simple greetings like hi, and I paid your rent. And although that might not translate to the age group that eats these things, maybe there could be like a 18 plus candy hearts, and I don't know what that would prove. It would just could be more adulty, but not X-rated necessarily. Just PG-18. Is that a thing? Just 18 plus? I don't know. Okay, I'm moving on. Oh no, it's buffering.
Oh,
Maybe I refresh the
did
whole
it?
page. Okay, people
Yeah,
who
I gotta fix
hate
that.
flowers. Did I do this one before? Um, people with allergies hate flowers. People who can't deal with scents of flowers, right? Unless are there flowers that are scentless? Uh, grumpy people, unless the flowers make them not grumpy. Let me think about this with some of my coffee. Not sponsored. One of the companies that did not make it through the pandemic.
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh,
Probably they actually probably went under like a few years ago. I don't know. I don't know if anybody hates flowers, but I think people don't like taking care of them. There's a lot of maintenance in either cut flowers. Cis white men hate flowers. I'm just kidding. Shoes growing on trees. New prompt. Well, this would make sense if it was a rubber tree. Maybe a tree in Seoul, South Korea, for tree souls. I don't know, like in the lacewood forests that don't exist. What if trees like did the opposite of grow? What's up? Die? No, what if they like diminished? Anyways, that's not part of the prompt. Well, if shoes grew on trees, we could like maybe nothing would be different. It's like we're still paying a lot of money for shoes. People still are like, don't waste your shoes. What are you doing? You can throw those, put those in the washing machine, put those in the dishwasher, put those in the microwave. You can reuse those. Just reheat your shoes. Do this, do that. Don't do that. Pull it back. Pull it back and put it in your closet. Put the shoes. Put the shoes. Put the shoes. Okay. Next slide. What time am I at, by the way?
you got
Like 3 minutes?
like 2.5.
If we all had TV screens on our foreheads, we might not make eye contact as much, but look at least near the eyes. You're like, what? I don't know. Would universal remotes work? Would it be there? We'd have like hearing aids behind our ears, but it would be like for like, or is that what our we'd have Bluetooth synced watches that were like, hey, I'm trying to watch MMA on your forehead. Yeah, maybe there would be you'd probably have a filter because you wouldn't want somebody watching like American football on your forehead if you weren't into people getting traumatic brain injuries. So sorry to take it there. How about I wouldn't mind having like either like a cattle auction, which is still maybe inhumane, but Antique Roadshow. I want Antique Roadshow or Price is Right. Maybe just something relaxing. Maybe Sesame Street with captions. Although I wonder how big the captions would have to be so you could read them. Or maybe you could just tune in again, like You're like, I'm trying to listen to your forehead right now. Can you be quiet? Next slide. Last slide. How about last slide?
Yep, it's the last slide.
All right, this is the families of all the enemies you killed in video games. This probably includes the people I've run over in GTA, Grand Theft Auto. Um, I don't really play a lot of killing video games anymore because I'm such a better person now. Uh, I mean, are these the families of like the aliens I've killed in Half-Life or something? This is like because aliens have families too, unless you're like asexual and you reproduce through like eggs that you lay yourself, like Godzilla or something. Godzilla's family. I mean, are we talking about like the greater species of monsters like Mothra and I don't know. I should know all the rest of the Criterion film collection. No, I don't think Godzilla's part of that, but part of being a comedian is just saying words you like to hear. So, for me, for part of being a poet is being a comedian, but also being a truth teller. But I don't know where this. I should stop. I should. I should stop laughing at myself and stuttering and stay on topic and don't swerve off a topic. The end. I've been Robbie Schrader.
All right.
I'll clap for myself to make it a little better.
Here it again for Robbie Schrader.
Okay. Coming to the stage is Kyle Bob. Great. And
Hey.
what goes down in a nerd fraternity / sorority?
Oh boy. Here we go. Nerd fraternity. People stuck there for an eternity. They'll never be cool. They'll always be fools. What do they even do? They, I guess they play board games and stuff. I mean, that's not so bad. And maybe they play, like Dungeons and Dragons. That's also kind of fun. I guess it's not so bad to be stuck in a nerd fraternity. But they don't last forever, do they? Fraternities. They last for your college experience. Oh man, Apollo's upset about this. Apollo doesn't like the fact that he can't be a nerd. Dogs can't be nerds. And it's kind of absurd. I wish dogs could have glasses. That'd be fun. What if some dogs need glasses and we don't know? Think about that one. Because dogs don't get their eyes tested. I've offended Apollo's frat. I have offended Apollo's fraternity. The doggy fraternity. What do they do? They like all I can think of with fraternities is they have that like weird hazing thing. So I'm like, how do dogs get hazed? And then I guess they'd have to be stuck in a room with like 20 vacuums.
Oh no.
It'd be rough. Rough because it's a dog. Okay. Let's go to the next thing.
The Salem witch trials, or
should I do?
We'll keep let's keep that for the last one, maybe.
Yeah, let's do that so I can disappoint people at the end. Okay.
2% of cocoons are special because.
Okay.
Or did you already do this?
I mean, a lot of these are based on stuff I wrote down. But I could go with the thing I wrote down before, which was my reason for the 2% of cocoons. It goes a little something like this. It's not really improv, but it's a little bit improv because I'm improvising the song. Okay. 2% of cocoons are special because they don't turn into butterflies. They turn back into caterpillars. And they have to try again. Very depressing. Hard times for that 2% of the caterpillars. They get to see all their friends flying around. And they're still stuck on the ground. Poor caterpillars. Now they gotta go and eat more food. Well, maybe that part's not so bad. Because they can be like the hungry caterpillar who got to eat like a cheesecake and stuff. So they just get to eat a cheesecake again. So that's pretty cool. Optimistic caterpillars. Then they become cocoons, and eventually they turn into butterflies on their second try. Except for the 2% of that 2%, then they turn back into caterpillars again, and that's really frustrating for those caterpillars. And some of those get really angsty and upset and depressed. But then on the third try, they make it, except for eating an even smaller amount. And it keeps going on, and it gets really complicated. But that's science for you. Yeah. All right, that was that song, I guess. That's how that went.
Eating Twinkies that survived a nuclear explosion.
Eating Twinkies. I don't want this to interrupt anything. Okay. Eating Twinkies that survived a nuclear explosion. All right. I gotta think of how this goes. There was a nuclear explosion the other day. Killed everyone I knew. And I was like, hey. Wasn't very nice. But my friend gave me some advice. He said that Twinkies survive nuclear explosions, even though I think that's a myth. But maybe if we go to the Twinkie place, well, we can, I guess we can just try to live off Twinkies for like 3 days or something because they have no nutritional value. Maybe they do. Do they have something? I mean, I guess it's energy, it's sugar. I guess the only real way, Twinkies don't even last more than 45 days. Did you know that? It's a myth by Big Twinkie. It's not true. Because why would the ho-hos and the ding-dongs not live on too? Why only Twinkies? What makes Twinkies so special? Answer that, little Debbie. Yeah. The only way the Twinkies could survive a nuclear explosion is if it wasn't in the radius. And that'd be weird because you'd need like 4 nuclear explosions and they'd all have to have a radius, and it would just miss that little tiny Twinkie factory part, and that would be the only surviving part. And that'd be weird. It'd be like, why? This is clearly Twinkies that did this. Because why else would you have it so specific with such strong nuclear arms? Anyways, that's all I want to talk about with the Twinkies. I guess I'll move on to the Salem Witch Trials, the musical, because I got to that amount of time, I think.
Okay.
Probably. I gotta think of what chords I want to use. Okay. I only have like 5 different chord progressions I can do. So wait. Oops. Bad start. Here we go. Salem witch trials. They're happening today. Someone I didn't like. I said, "Hey, you're a witch." And they're like, "Oh man, there's nothing I can do now because you call me a witch." And now you, man, haha. That person that I was annoyed by slightly now has to get burned alive. And that sucks to be them. They should have called me a witch first. Because that would have been, well, then I would have got burned alive. That's how the witch trials work. I think. Where, like everyone's a jerk. You like that little rhyme there with work and jerk? That was kind of cool. Do 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 do. If someone's got a broom, they're a witch. If someone's got a hat, they're a witch. If someone has a cat, they're a witch. Salem witch trials. You know, my grandparents used to live in Salem, but it was Salem, Wisconsin. So I don't think it was the same Salem with the witches. Which Salem was that? Was it like Virginia or something? I forget. Do you know? Was it in England? Am I way off? I totally. What is it?
Isn't it Massachusetts? I don't want to be wrong.
Massachusetts. What? Well, Massachusetts. Okay.
We have no idea.
We're gonna look it up later.
Massachusetts, yes.
Oh, you were right. Experts on the witch trials. You know, this would not be a good musical because it's the same 3 chords repeating over and over and over. I should have made this into like a medley, but I'm kind of too intoxicated for that. I'm not in a medley mode. Wait, or am I?
Which witch trials?
Which witch trials?
Yeah, the Salem witch trials.
Which there was a sandwich place
Which
called
witch? Yeah.
Witch, yeah, and now it's shut down though. So that's sad. Well, the one by me is shut down. Maybe there's more, but there's some connection to the Salem witch trials. I'm just thinking salmon witch trials now. Like if there was a salmon sandwich, that'd be really good.
Well, there's the biscuit, bitch.
Oh, wasn't that shut down or something too?
I don't know. I guess I was thinking of morsel actually, with biscuits.
Morsel, I like morsel.
Morsel.
Except they got this whole new place, and now it's now they gotta just serve from
a window.
Yeah, it's like what a waste of all that new space that they just moved, and then it's
the real estate.
Yeah. Bad place to be. Wait, I was gonna turn this into a medley with the witches, but now it's deviated to talking about morsel, which is not the witch place. And I'm kind of high, but that's all right. That's how it goes.
You were gonna do 2 weeks ago. You had technical difficulties, but you were gonna do like an intro song for Pet City Improv.
Yeah. Should I do? I should have wrote something down. I had like lyric ideas, and I just, when you think of something, you're like, oh, it's a good idea, and then you just don't do anything. You forget about it.
I could give you a prompt.
Wait, I had something with
You see, he's being good finally.
Oh.
Pet City mascot.
Hey there, Apollo.
Apollo City Theater, Pet City, Apollo Theater.
Apollo. Pet City. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna. I wanted to look at what I wrote on Twitter, and then
Gonna look at what I wrote on Twitter. I got a kalimba. Let me see.
Oh yeah, the only rhyme I had was you get a 5-minute set and you can bring your pet. That's all I had rhyme wise. The rest I gotta come up with words for improv because I don't. What are words that rhyme with improv?
I don't know where I put it though.
I should go on emergency rhyme zone here.
That's a thing.
Rhyme. What?
That's a thing.
What is?
A rhyming thing.
Yeah.
Rhyme zone. That's a thing. Nice.
Well, it's just rhymezone.com.
Yeah.
But these aren't words. What is this? Ugh. Well, that's because improv isn't really totally. It's thinking it's something else. Well, I'll figure that out later. But let's see. How does this go again? Well, not how does it go again because it's the first time I'm winging it. Wait, let's wait till Robbie gets back.
It could be something about they don't need the vet. I don't know why you would keep just talking about pets
Yeah.
though. Because laughter heals.
Yeah. Something with there's vet.
But then and then you could rhyme heal with like dog healing, like heal. Stop your laughter. I don't know.
Something like that. I'll think of that part later. Working that in. I'm just gonna wing it. Here it goes. This is a song about Pet City Improv. And it goes a little something like this. Pet City Improv. You can try out your what?
Oh,
What is it?
Start over. It was like cutting out. It wasn't playing
Oh.
anything.
Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. Wait, can you hear this?
Yeah.
Okay. Pet City Improv. You can try out your improv. Yeah, I just rhymed improv with improv. That's how it goes. At Pet City Improv. Pet City. You don't have to be that witty. Here. You don't gotta fear. You get a 5-minute set and you can bring a pet. Yeah. That was a cool rhyme that I thought of earlier. That was not improvised. That was well thought out. What else? Should I work in the rules into the song? Something like that? What else? Would you, this is how improv goes. Just kind of mindless mumbling and things. I was gonna get the slide whistle, but then I realized I can't play guitar and play the slide whistle at the same time, so that didn't work at all. And that's my stream of consciousness. Pet City Improv, fun times. You can bring your pet, and you get a 5-minute set. Hopefully, they don't have to go to the vet. That would cause some regrets, maybe. Yeah, Pet City Improv. We'll probably shorten that a little bit, but it's a work in progress.
You should put like a bunch of you with the
With the what?
They're called slide flute. Like just a bunch of little clips of you around you playing it like a montage.
Wait,
Whoever
playing.
your editor is, I guess you.
Yeah, I have to play with her. Like I would cut out you playing the slide whistle, or like maybe just put it in another video and then layer it over
so
it,
it'd be like editing a song together.
and then
And that's my recommendation. I know nothing.
I just have to
I could see that
Google
working.
up a little. Oh yeah, I still have the Salem Witch Trial on the screen. Okay, well I guess
I'll
that's the
probably-
show. I was gonna look
Yeah,
for
it's-